Hello everyone, my name is Camille Lacharmoise. I'm a volunteer at Active Bulgarian Society, and today, for the first episode of Voices of Blagoevgrad, we're going to interview the Vice Mayor.
I believe that the young people in Blagoevgrad face the same challenges as many other young people around the world. Finding their place, where do they belong, finding what activities fits the best their interests, finding peers that they can interact with, and finding a way to be useful for themselves and for others around them. I don't think that young people in Blagoevgrad have different challenges than other young people around in Bulgaria, for example. Local decision making is actually, I will start with the last part of your question, because it is very important to give the young people the stage in which they can express themselves and they can raise their voices. Being a deputy mayor for education and business development, I see that there are two different segments of young people. Those that are really active, that they won't participate in everything, and then the others that somehow feel, I don't know, not involved, not interested. So our goal should be to meet those two groups and make sure that young people are heard, and when they speak, we listen and then we act. We do have a organization called Council for Youth Issues that we formed last year, and I believe that this could be one of these stages that the young people can have and express their opinions and see some of their opinions being actually realized. Currently, we work very closely with the Youth Parliament, and we also work closely with both universities here in town, Southwestern and the American University in Bulgaria, as well as with the schools in Blagoevgrad, where we try to invite them for all different activities that we have, so they can see perspective for themselves, so they can see a moment when they can interact with experienced people, where they can take active part as young people, and again express themselves and be useful and feel useful. That whatever they do, it's seen, it's heard, and it's implemented. So for me, it's very important to have a very active calendar of activities where young people can recognize themselves in and they can be part of. So I really think that working with the Youth Parliament and working with the Youth Center can be expanded further to become even better in this regard. Being consistent with all the efforts that we have, and upgrade further on those that we have started already. You have seen some of our activities, you have participated in some of those activities, but we need to expand on this, and actually, as I mentioned on several of the previous occasions, we need to make sure that we don't just talk with young people, we actually implement some of the ideas that come out of it. We organize job fairs, for example. We need to make sure that the young people are aware of this opportunity and they take advantage of that. And we have this activity, Come Back to Blagoevgrad. We have another activity called Welcome to Blagoevgrad. We need to make sure that the young people really appreciate those activities. They find them useful, so they recognize them as their own activities. So they actually take active part and they contribute to improving these activities further. So they can actually improve the activities by their own participation and active involvement in this. So we need to be consistent in what we do and upgrade every single day. Someone leaves a place when they seek for better opportunities. So in order for us to encourage young people to stay in Blagoevgrad is for us to provide better opportunities. As municipality, we can work to improve the environment. We can work to make it so the young people see a reason to stay. But again, the business needs to also realize that. and the business needs to find a way to encourage young people to stay. At the same time, I'm not opposed to people leaving. People sometimes leave to express themselves in a different way. It's good for them to come back. We have signed a partnership, an agreement with both universities, Southwestern and American University, to work closer with respect to engaging the young people to be active in the life of the city. For example, we organized a competition called Visual Identity of Blagoevgrad. And the most interesting aspect of this competition was that the winners were representatives of both universities. A girl and a boy from the universities won the competition by suggesting a slogan for the city to become, for example, "Welcome to Blagoevgrad, where your future starts today." And with activities like that, and especially with activities that are being implemented, the young people can see that what they do matters. People see that. That's why we don't organize just competitions, but we organize volunteering projects, we organize forums, we organize different cultural and sport activities where the students of the different universities can mingle with the rest of the city and can participate in common events. Even on this Sunday, we have another event that is organized by one of the university, supported by the other university, supported by the municipality. So we do have very busy program with activities that the young people can participate. The important part again is for them to recognize that these activities matter and that they are good, that they're cool, so the young people can actually actively engage in those projects. I see clean, vibrant, very warm, with young people that are walking around freely, expressing their ideas. I see at least 2 companies started by young people that are focusing on the fact that we have lots of potential here, and again, we need to give them a reason for them to stay here or to come back to. So that's how I see it. At least 2 companies started by young people and small children playing around freely, fresh air, green streets, parks that are developed better, refreshed. That's how I see it. Have you been to the youth center, for example? The so-called Mladeški Dom. This is a place where more than 1,000 kids go every single week to express themselves artistically, culturally, and exchange ideas with other people. We do a lot, we can do more, and I'm really looking forward to the finishing of the new building for the youth center, where we can have all this energy at the same place. We have lots of artistic expressions here. We have private artistic schools, we have those that are supported by the municipality. So I see a lot of this happening all the time. If you ask a young person though, probably you'll hear that is not enough. We always can have more. But yes, we do have an opera house, we have puppets house, we have the theater, we have ensembles for national dancing, horo, you probably tried that already here. So there are lots of ways for young people to express themselves artistically. We can of course do more, and I hope that with the youth center we can have the international youth festival that we're planning to have, so fingers crossed that it will be implemented. There is always more to be done. One of the elements that we focused on in the last year and a half, almost 2 years, is organize different forums where we can invite not just businesses, but we can invite also NGOs and as well as the Active Bulgarian Society, be it the career events or be it the Welcome to Blagoevgrad events or different competitions where we can have people from different organizations meet. Just give them a platform where they can express themselves. And I really hope that the cooperation with the Active Bulgarian Society can be expanded further, because I'm not so sure that all the young people in Blagoevgrad know of the potential these organizations have, potential for their personal and professional development. So I hope that we can expand on this more and have even better activities that we can plan together. But I here would like to call for your cooperation, because when we talk about young people, it is important to know that we, the adults, have one look at the way we can be useful, but maybe the young people have another idea. So we need to listen, and we need to make sure that we hear what they tell us, the young people I mean, and move in this direction. So we can have, I was thinking of planning some activities with the youth center and some NGOs with young people to organize some working groups where we actually listen to what the young people believe is the right way to move. Oh, I have the best example from last night. I was invited to an opening of a new club for programming initiated by young people. High school students from a couple of schools in Blagoevgrad have joined together, decided to do something that can be beneficial for the society. I was absolutely blown away by their energy, by the ideas, by the way they conducted themselves in front of the audience. It's, I'm not sure whether I will translate it correctly, because their name is, in Bulgarian, is по същество. It's to the point, basically. On point can be also interpreted like that. So they would like to practice their programming skills, but doing projects for the society. How cool is that? I couldn't have received a better reward for what I do than seeing young people doing something like that. It's so powerful, it's so rewarding. Otherwise, every single time I'm invited to an event, organized, and where young people participate, it's just, it makes the perfect sense to have long working hours, or as I said, not have working hours, work all the time, every single day. It's so beautiful, it's so beautiful. Seeing one young person come into an event and tell me, I found a job because of the event that you organized. Yes, it's also a true story. So it's wonderful. One message. It's tough. Be brave. Speak up. Raise your voice.